Okay, we're recording. Very exciting.
Yeah. Very exciting.
I'm doing jazz hands. So hi, I'm AJ, and this is my partner and husband and,
And producer.
Calvin.
Hey.
This is my first video, obviously. I thought that I would make an art channel, and here is an old piece from, I think, 2016? 2018. Okay. So this is from February 2018, and so 2.5 years ago. It's probably the first finished painting I had done in a very long time, and I was inordinately proud of it when I finished it. And I thought, why don't I make a speed paint channel? It'll be so cool. I'll be one of those hip, cool art people.
Yeah.
And then I had the genius idea to watch that speed paint while explaining it to my partner who knows absolutely nothing about art.
Yeah.
Hopefully people will find this interesting. Here we go.
I'm ready. I'm ready to be baffled and amazed by the world of drawing.
It's not, okay. I have to accept compliments.
So what's happening?
This is just like the basic sketch. I hated everything I was doing when I drew this. Everything I drew, I was like, this is trash. I hate it so much.
Sure.
Until I got to this little coy look that I liked, and sort of remembered that I'm terrible. Like, not, okay. I need to be nice to myself. Maybe that's the point of this channel, is to learn to talk about my art while being nice to myself.
Yeah.
Right here, I just wanted to say I was really struggling with the anatomy on the arms, but instead of taking the effort to go look up a reference, I just powered through and continued drawing.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you know, that's her little like alien friend that like teaches her magic powers.
I know a little bit about the guy.
Okay.
I watched this show like 2 times back when you were looking at it.
You can see really quick. Another thing is that I'm trying to start with like darker colors and work into the light, if you will. It's something that they talk about like Renaissance painters doing, etc. But the idea is that you start with like really dark versions of the colors that dark versions of the local color.
Is there a reason in physical paint that you would need to do that, or is it just that it gives you a better idea when you're working up your color profile? Like, it gives you a better idea of where you're at?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay.
I just haven't worked in like oils and acrylics and shit that much. Like, I haven't worked in traditional paint that much, and I really prefer digital.
Sure.
You mentioned earlier on too that flash of orange, and what that is me realizing that I had the night mode on my iPad.
Oh.
And then trying to counteract the like orange light filter that I had been seeing before I turned it off.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're putting a lot of like really sketchy lines.
That's not like a technique. I was just like bored, and my brush was small, and I was just like scribble, 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 you know?
I like how you drew the lamp on the right. Maybe it's supposed to be the sun. It's like a lamp.
It's just a light. It's trying to remind myself where the light source is so I don't forget while I'm painting and accidentally have like 4 light sources on the same figure, and then it really flattens the image.
Sure.
And you can see I'm really like noodling on the face. There's going to be a lot of, especially because I was really less confident than I am now, there's going to be a lot of like repainting, delete, redo, delete, redo. And you can see I chose like a really pink light. I don't know why. I think I just liked it. I just want to pause here and point out how absolutely disturbing the face looks. At this point, I was going, what am I doing with my life? Everything is terrible. I just created this haunted clown image that I never want to see again. Why am I doing art? I should probably go home and take a nap. Something. I was in my living room. I don't know why I said go home, but...
She's got a Joker face.
Yeah. What was going... So... I think there's often like a struggle zone in art, and then if you push through it, you can do something great. But if you If you let it get to you, it can really like destroy your soul.
I've been there.
It's hard to trust the process, if you will, which sounds so, "Oh, you have to trust the process." But like, it's true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you've done it enough times, you're like, okay, when I do this, it tends to go like this. I should trust how the process goes for me.
For sure.
Imagine me trusting myself. Whew.
I believe in you.
I also have like a blue bounce light here on the left. This kind of like royal blue color. I felt like it tied in the color of the eyes a little bit
Yeah.
and made the lighting scenario a little more interesting.
Okay. But it's not coming off of the little ladybug guy. It's coming off of, like, I don't know, potentially like what, a wall or something behind?
Sure.
Sure.
It's coming off of an imaginary blue light to the left.
Oh, I see.
I wasn't thinking that hard about it at this point. I was just like, I will make a painting. I will make a painting. I will make,
Sure.
Yeah, so then I also was like looking for more value diversity. On the left, I added this darker, almost black color. And I think that I should have moved everything further into lighter values and then gone darker instead of moving into this really black area. But that's something I've been struggling with, is like when I paint something, I tend to have it hanging out in the dark value area.
So maybe we should pause on that so I can ask you. I think I don't really know what you mean by value diversity. I think I kind of have a guess on what values are.
Sorry.
But I think it's like the amount from like black to white, the amount of gray. Like there's something about that. But you tell me, because I'm just like fumbling in the dark.
Okay, so when you look at a value scale, which is what this is, you have 3 light, 3 medium, 3 dark. I tried to go darker by adding that dark color to the hair.
Yeah.
But what I should have done, because I didn't have a lot of room left on the dark end of the scale, I should have moved everything in the image toward the lighter side of the scale so that I had more room to grow into the darks.
Okay. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I start doing some photo bashing, I guess. That's just what the cool concept art people say. The idea is that you take some photos and you collage them into a painting, but then sort of edit them and use them to create something new and paint on top of them to make it look like you just painted them beautifully.
Cool. Do you bring in Paris at this point?
Yeah, so I was like, I like this painting. I'm going to give it a background. Look, I'm so ambitious. Make a beautiful painting.
Look, I'm a concept artist now.
Oh, you can see I brightened up the colors too at some point compared to how they were before. And there.
Mm.
So like when I put orange over it to try to counteract the night mode, I was adding an orange tint to it by setting that orange color layer onto overlay.
Right, okay.
So I'm doing that again with the pink, because right now it looks kind of blue. And then when I do the orange, or when I do the pink, you can see like, I'll make it transparent. There. And now you can see some of the details that's going on in the photo underneath. Of course, I end up like painting over a lot of that too, and trying to like fashion the buildings myself by painting them myself, but.
Gotcha.
Kind of a glow too in the background over the buildings, because the whole cities in general have lots of lights and create light pollution, so there's kind of a glow from a city of like all the ambient light coming out.
For sure.
And now we get to the like rendering stuff. Me painting the hair highlight over and over.
And by rendering, you mean just like making it more detailed, basically? Because you use that word all the time, and it has a very different meaning to me.
Oh, Yeah, I think when people are talking about painting and rendering, they mean like they've gotten all the basic stuff in, like the basic ideas and structure and values and just like the image blocked in. But rendering is when you take it and make it super detailed. Like I'm adding all the spots. And I guess making
That
it.
knee just jumped out.
Yeah.
It was very rendered.
Rendering 100%.
Render unto the knee what belongs to the knee.
What?
No, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
Oh, I see.
Shakespeare.
I don't know. Oh. Shakespeare, come on. Felt like that. What is it called? The Eiffel Tower needed more detail, so I put some sparkly lights on it. I'm pretty sure that it has lights at night, like all up and down it, but I'm not positive. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing much because I was over in the bangs doing some darker colors that are hard to see.
Yeah. Now it's like nothing's happening. What are you... Oh.
I was working on the eye a little bit. Let me see if I can... Yeah. Like follow where the little motion is.
Up in the bangs.
And then I go down to the eye and the buildings. Back up to the eye.
Yeah, lots of little tiny like detail stuff where you'll like fill it in and then you'll be like, no.
I hate it. At this point, I was starting to lose confidence again and be like, I hate everything I do. And I was trying to draw, I can't remember her name.
Just this.
Kiri or something? This little creature, and I couldn't get her to look cute. She kept looking terrifying and clown-like Ladybug did at the beginning, so eventually I just give up on her and don't put her in. But I wish I had figured it out or made it work at some point. I thought she was cute.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely like resonate with that where you really like an element, but you just can't make it work. Eventually you just chuck it.
Oh, you probably noticed the like color shift there.
Yeah. So now it's got like an orange overlay or something.
Yeah, I added like an orangey pink overlay, I think, to the whole thing.
Gotcha. There you go.
Woo!
All right.
So what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
No, what did you think of like learning things in the process and watching it and stuff like that? Did you enjoy watching it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I enjoy talking to you.
Oh, babe.
I don't know that I'm gonna like remember, but I know what an overlay is now.
I'm glad, I'm proud, and I'm sure that if we continue doing videos like this, we will discuss these concepts again.
Yeah, and I'll learn what an underlay is.
That's not a thing.
It's where the tint is behind the main color.
Lord, help me.